Namaskaram. Such a pleasure to be with all of you this evening. Samarpana Foundation was started with the aim of helping artists and the underprivileged from economically restrained backgrounds. I'm saying good evening, good morning, and good night together because I know Rasikas from different parts of the world are probably watching this program. Today has been a particularly hot day, but for us in the Carnatic fraternity, we've had a very fulfilling day because we released Sarvam, which is a hymn of 47 voices as one voice, singing Maitrin Bhajata. A unique endeavor. We have been working on it for the last month, and the workload culminated yesterday, and today we had the beautiful video released at 11 a.m. and I have been getting a lot of messages of people expressing happiness, joy, fulfillment, a completeness that so many voices were together and it yet sounded like one voice, a soothing voice, a voice that expresses peace and gave the hymn as a healing, as an offering of healing to the world. Notes of Nectar, that is the caption given. What a sweet note that is. I'm very happy to be a part of this fundraising event, 100 for 1,000, where you, dear Rasikas, are requested to donate a minimum of rupees 100 to help 1,000 artists whose income has been affected because of this pandemic. Proceeds of today's collection will go to the Global Carnatic Musicians Association that is already running a program of giving financial aid to affected musicians, both members and non-members. Thank you, dear Rasikas, for your generosity. And this musical evening is definitely a tribute to your support. We as artists survive on your affection, your love, your criticism, your appreciation, and your applause. Thank you for being there for us always. Notes of Nectar, right? So we will present, when I say we, you use the word we when you sing a concert. I cannot by any means call this evening's presentation as a concert because I'm singing without the microphone, with my natural voice, and there is no accompaniment, no mridangam, no violin, no upapakavadyam. And hence, I would think this is an upgraded riyaz, a practice session, which is presented more formally to all of you. Tyagaraja says, transcendent Lord, of speech as delicious as nectar, of radiance like the splendor of the moon. For a long period, I have been drinking the nectar of the story of your life and I feel immensely satiated, happy. Protect me, Lord. I am determined to avoid any kind of activity with people of nefarious and profane character. And I wish to associate myself, Tyagaraja says, I wish to associate myself with people who serve you with devotion. Abode of protection. You are my protector. This is actually a kriti in the raga Sindhu Ramakriya, and I thought it would be an appropriate beginning to Notes of Nectar. But because I want this presentation to also have a feel of a concert, that's why I have draped myself in a pattu sari as well, to make you all not miss the live concerts that you would be normally attending at Sabhas. Let's make this space a lively one with you clapping and me singing. Since I said I wanted to make you feel like you're in a concert, I'm going to begin with a quick Varnam in Mohanam, in Adithalam, a composition of Puchi Srinivasa Iyengar, and follow that with the kriti of Saint Tyagaraja in Sindhu Ramakriya. Gari sari 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 ga sari sada sari gari ga pa da pa gari gari sari 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 ga sari sada sari gari ga pa da pa ga pa da pa ga sari gari ga sari da sa pa da sari ga sa da pa gari sari mu to ilu Sannutanga Srinivasa Sannutanga Sri Now on to the Saint Tyagaraja Kriti in the Raga Sindhu Ramadhiya. Sudha Madhurya Bhashana 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 Sudha Sudha Madhurya Bhashana Sudha Sudha Kata Mridamuchi Kata Mridamuchi Kata Mridamuchi Kata Mridamuchi Kata Mridamuchi Kata Mridamuchi Madhukalamu Kata Mridamuchi Madhukalamu Kata Mridamuchi Madhukalamu Agalidiyanu Kata Mridamuchi Madhukalamu Agalidiyanu Madhurya Bhashana Sudha Sudha Duratmulagu Bhukirata Kulajera Radhanuchu Sundara Karani Duratmulagu Bhukirata Kulajera Radhanuchu Sundara Karani Duratmulagu Bhukirata Kulajera Radhanuchu Sundara Kara ni parayanula ni parayanula ni parayanula చెలివీరాని పరాయణుల చెలివీరాని పరాయణుల చెలిమిరాగోరు త్యాగరాజనుత పరాయణుల చెలిమిరాగోరు త్యాగరాజనుత సుగుణ సుధర మాధుర్య భాషణ సుధ కరణ సుధ 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 Music, as I have always said, is a beautiful companion that we have with us 24/7. And I think the happiness and joy that music, whichever genre it is that you like, be it jazz, be it rock, a symphony, classical western, maybe the oriental music, our own Shastriya Sangeet, our own film music, folk music. There's so many branches of music that we have the freedom to choose what we want to listen. For me, music has been my very breath, my life. The pulse that beats is really not the pulse. I feel it's the melody of some raga or the rhythm of some tala. That's the bonding I have with music. Whether I open my mouth to sing or whether I'm learning music or whether I'm listening to music or whether I'm not doing any of this but cooking or even folding my clothes, notes keep running in my head. Some raga in some form is playing in my mind. And I'm sure that people who are so fond of music will agree with me that if we love music so much, it is bound to be running in our system all the time. This is a moment for us to celebrate the music that we love. And we move on to a raga which brings joy, which is an evening raga as well. It's Shuddha Danyasi. And I will be presenting a kriti of Mysore Vasudevachar in this raga. The tala is Adi. And the kriti is dedicated to Goddess Lakshmi. Shri Hari Vallabhi, Shri Hari Vallabhi, Mahapahi 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 Shrita Bharata Sulabhe Suvarade Shri Hari Vallabhi, Mahapahi Shrita Bharata Sulabhe Suvarade Shri Hari Vallabhi. Sadanam samadam yegive sadanam samadam yegive sadanam samadam yegive sadanam samadam yegive Dhanadanya Sampadam Yegive Sadaram Samadam Yegive Dhanadanya Sampadam Sri Hari Vallabhi. Brahmarudradi Padata Kalayini Brahmanda Vyapini Padmini Brahmarudradi Padata Kalayini Brahmanda Vyapini Padmini Brahma Janani Jagalmohini Brahma Janani Jagalmohini Bhava Ragadi Toshini Malita Kiti Shalini Brahma Janani Jagalmohini Bhava Ragadi Toshini Malita Kirti Shalini Bhavapadi Radirastuni Manimalini Parajanaka Vasudeva Kelini Mangala Padayini Shri Hari Vallabhi. Malita Kirti Shalini Bhavapadi Radirastuni Manimalini Parajanaka Vasudeva Kelini Mangala Padayini Shri Hari Vallabhi. Mahapahi Shrita Bharata Sulabhe Suvarade Shri Hari Vallabhi. Nizama Nibabani Shri Hari Vallabhi. Pavaya Sagamabani Shri Hari Niva Sari Niva Pavaya Sagamabani Shri Hari Vallavi Samagaya Gamama Mani Baba Pasani Nigaza Magigaza Nigaza Bani Baba Bani Sri Gari Vallavi Ni Saba Ni Zani Ni Saba Pani Pani Sa I'm just going to look at the fact that we have been, it's so warm here today. I can't tell you how warm it is and how warmer it is with this Kanchipuram pattu on me. And because we didn't want any intrusion into the musical dimension of what was happening, I've switched off all the fans and the AC as well. So this is truly a warm reception to all of you in every sense of the alphabet, not even the word. After this, we normally would have had a Tani Avartanam if it was a radio concert. We are given only 60 minutes or 75 minutes. So there would be a short Tani Avartanam for maybe 3.5 to 4 minutes. But today, na Taniya irukradhunala, there is no Tani Avartanam. We'll next move to what we call the devotional segment in our music. I have had several requests coming to me since the morning. Pardon me if I don't honor any of those requests, because today I felt, being Ambujam Krishna's birthday, I would dedicate one kriti at the feet of this wonderful composer my Guru, MLV Amma, was very fond of Ambujam Amma. In fact, there was a period of time when Amma went and stayed in Ambujam Krishna Amma's, I think, guest house. And I used to visit MLV Amma there. That's how this memory stays etched in my mind. Many kritis of Ambujam Krishna have been very well tuned and notated by some of the great artists I'm going to mention now. Srimati R. Vedavalli, Sri T.N. Seshagopalan Sir, Srimati Charumati Ramachandran, and others. This particular kriti is in the raga Karnarachini and is in Kantachapatalam. When we plan a concert, we make the concert seem to have more variety with talas as well, just not ragas. So I chose this particular kriti. It's dedicated to Lord Narayana, and Guruvayurappan also comes into the Anupallavi. And the words seem appropriate for this period of time when we're all so ridden with anxiety and worry, more worry about the future, I think, than the present. And of our kith and kin who are not with us but living in different parts of the world. Kshemam nalgum. Engum kshemam nalgum. அப்படின்னு இந்த பாட்டுல வருது. So kshemam is goodness. So let it prevail everywhere, in every part of the world, in all our lives. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayana. Yendru ullam boruge. Om Namo Narayana. Yendru ullam boruge. Ureitidungaame. Om Namo Narayana. Yendru ullam ureitidungaame. Om Namo Narayana. Narayana. Kshemam nalgum Sri Guruvayurappan. Kshemam nalgum Sri Guruvayurappan. Kshemam nalgum Sri Guruvayurappan. Kshemam nalgum Sri Guruvayurappan. நாமமல்லால் உயிர் வழி நாமமல்லால் உயிர் வழி வேறு நாமமல்லால் உயிர் வழி வேறு நாமமல்லால் உயிர் வழி வேறு ஓம் நமோ நாராயண பன்னிசைக்கும் பவளவாயிதழும் பங்கஜக்கும் அழகும் குண்டலம் திகழும் செவியும் பன்னிசைக்கும் பவளவாயிதழும் பங்கஜக்கும் அழகும் குண்டலம் திகழும் செவியும் சங்கம் திகிரி ஒளிக்கரங்கள் சங்கம் திகிரி ஒளிக்கரங்கள் துளபம் தமிழ் மாதிரியும் முப்புவிரும் துளபம் தமிழ் மாதிரியும் முப்புரிரும் கிங்கினி இடியார் மகள் சிலம்பு கலகலக்க 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 மண்ணிடை கிங்கினி இடியார் மகள் சிலம்பு கலகலக்க மண்ணிடை வைகுண்டரப்பதரு காட்சிகள் கண்டதொரு கை போடு பல்வாடி கொண்டார் கரம் குறித்து வெயிலுருகு என் திசையும் எதிரொலிக்கவோ நாராயணாய உள்ளம் உரைத்திரும் ஓம் நமோ நாராயண 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 We were planning to request for some questions that maybe some of you had in your minds. But I think more than questions, it is a Sai Bhajan, since it's a Thursday, and a request for Velayada Idanerama, question on the experience of the 47 voices. I will quickly tell you that because that is something which I have not shared as yet, and it might be something new. So when we had this lockdown, the first phase of lockdown, we had it from March 23rd or 4th to April 14th. Of course, we all knew in our minds that it was going to continue. And when they confirmed that it was going to continue for another 2 weeks, as I was sitting and practicing, I said to myself, all artists are going to be at home. So why don't I make use of this opportunity to put together something where Carnatic singers can come together. We've had a lot of anthems for other causes where I think musicians from all genres have been embraced, like Mile Sura Asman, Jana Gana Mana. all of them. But we've not had an anthem. I won't call it an anthem, but a kind of a call by Carnatic singers exclusively. I've always thought of doing this. I mean, it's been a kind of a dream which has been in my knots list, KNOTS. You keep removing the knots once you finish that particular errand or visit to some country, or you want to do something, you put a knot. So I keep releasing these knots. So this was one of those knots that I had, to do something with my fraternity, to do something together. And at the same time, Mahati called me and she said, Sudhaji, why don't we think of something together? So I said, wow, that's telepathy. Let's do it together. Since it's also your idea, you had it in your mind, let's do it together. Let's fuse our ideas and do it. And so we started contacting a lot of artists. And I think we would have all in all, contacted about 70, yes, about 65 to 70 artists. And for various reasons, some of them could not get into this anthem. We finally arrived at 47. And we thought, yes, 47 is good because we have 3 accompanying artists, in fact 4. So it would be 50. So we had artists from the younger generation, artists who are in their peak today. And we stopped with me on the outer edge. What we did was we took Maitri Bhajata because it was a calling for peace and we thought it was relevant today. Pardon me. And then we called these artists and I messaged a few artists. Then we chose the lines for different artists because we had to space the artists and the voices. And of course, because the scale was B for bat, it was not a comfortable pitch for female singers. So we had to give lower notes, and to those voices which could traverse the higher octaves, we gave them the higher octaves. So we delegated different lines and we sent it to them. We prepared a PDF and sent it to them, and all of them had to record on their phones and send the audio files to MT Aditya Srinivasan. And then they had to record the video. So when the audios and the videos came together with each one of us singing 4 lines, it was a mighty task, believe me, a Herculean task, because it was not just putting together everything, but trimming, and then, where the Sangatis had to be aligned, and then where they had to be juxtaposed, where the voices had to be fused together. And then that was the first part, the audio part. And then the video had to be brought in. And the audio had to match the video perfectly, the lip sync, that's what we call it. And then finally the product was ready yesterday evening after, I think, a toil of almost 3 weeks, a lot of work. I take this moment to thank Embar Kannan and Aditya Srinivasan and his team. They put in a lot of effort day and night. And of course, I was there and Amati was there to also check. But the files kept going back and forth, and I felt bad to keep finding fault with it, but I needed to bring it to that perfect level where we could release it. And hence, it was ready yesterday and we released it to the world today at 11 a.m. All of us are super happy about it, and you too would be happy if you listen to it, listen to the 47 voices coming together almost like one voice. You can hear every voice singularly, but they are together. Kannamma sinnenjirukiliye kannumma selvakallanjiyame sinnenjirukiliye kannumma selvakallanjiyame என்னை கலி தீர்த்தே உலகில் மெய்கலி தீர்த்தே உலகில் ஏற்றம் புரிய வந்த சின்னஞ்சிறு கிளியே கண்ணம்மா சின்னஞ்சிறு கிளியே பிள்ளைக்கனி அமுதே கண்ணம்மா பேசும் புச்சித்திரமே பிள்ளைக்கனி அமுதே கண்ணம்மா பேசும் புச்சித்திரமே அள்ளி அணைத்திடவே முன்னே அணைத்திடவே முன்னே ஆடி வரும் தேனே சின்னஞ்சிறு கிளியே கண்ணம்மா சின்னஞ்சிறு கிளியே ஓடி வருகையிலே கண்ணம்மா உள்ளம் குளிரதடி ஆடி திரிதல் கண்ட உன்னை போய் ஆவித்தறியோதடி உன் கண்ணில் நீர் வழிந்தால் உன் கண்ணில் நீர் வழிந்தால் என் நெஞ்சில் உதிரம் கொட்டுதடி உன் கண்ணில் நீர் வழிந்தால் என் நெஞ்சில் உதிரம் கொட்டுதடி என் கண்ணீர் பாவையன்றோ கண்ணம்மா என் கண்ணீர் பாவையன்றோ கண்ணம்மா என் உயிர் நின்னதன்றோ என் உயிர் நின்னதன்றோ என் உயிர் நின்னதன்றோ. I'm sorry I had to cut short the Kriti, not sing the usual 2 stanzas that are there in Jog and Vasanta, because I wanted to include a few lines of the Sai Bhajan. मन की आंखें खोलो साईं राम, मन की आंखें खोल, मन की आंखें खोलो साईं, मन की आंखें खोल। इस दुनिया में तेरे जैसे, इस दुनिया में तेरे जैसे अवतार कितना अवतार कितना अवतार कितना। मन की आंखें खोलो साईं, मन की आंखें खोल। क्या बताऊं कैसे बताऊं बाबा तेरी महिमा, साईं बाबा तेरी महिमा। कृपा करो दया करो, कृपा करो दया करो, हे साईं राम सत्य साईं राम, हे साईं राम सत्य साईं राम, साईं साईं राम, हे साईं राम सत्य 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 साईं राम। जय साईं राम पति साईं राम, पुट्ट पति साईं राम, श्री साईं राम, हे साईं राम साईं 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 साईं, हे साईं राम सत्य Satya Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Jai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ishwara, Jai Ram, Sai Ram, Patishwara, Chiridishwara, Jai Sai Ram, Satya Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Satya Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Jai Sai Ram, Sai Ram. Thank you so much, Samarpana Foundation, for this lovely opportunity to interact with Rasikas of music. Thank you and have a good night and the rest of the day for the rest of the world.